Shalom Aleichem to everyone. It's head of Shabbos Kodesh, Tes Nissan. Tomorrow's Yud Nissan, Shabbos HaGodel, and Sunday is Yom HaBohir, the bright and brilliant day of Yud Alef Nissan. So I'll say a few words. First, L'schus HaRefuah Shalema, my dear brother Eliyahu Anshel ben Miriam. You should have a Refuah Shalema take over Miyad Mamish. Yud Alef Nissan also happens to be my mother's yahrzeit, Miriam Bas Hinde Freda. I recall vividly the Yud Alef Nissans with the Rebbe from the 1970s on. In one particular one, Tafshin Lamed Daled, the Rebbe came pretty late back from the oil, and they rushed Mincha and Ma'ariv, and right away he went to the Fabrengen and he said a Maimer. I think it was B'chol Doir V'Doir. And he said it with a lot of emotion, speed, and it was noticeable something was taking place. He spoke about how neighbors try making a Jew uncomfortable, and one should not be nispo from their neighbors, which is a very unusual type of issue to discuss at a Fabrengen, and particularly in a Maimer Chassidus. So what is Yud Alef Nissan all about? Yud Alef Nissan, the Rebbe writes in Hayoim Yoim, it's a day of Izbaididus, isolation. We all know very well today what this means. But the Rebbe points out that the isolation, the purpose is for growth. The Rebbe himself was born on a Friday in Nikolaev in 1902. And growing up, he witnessed Chassidishkeit in his home, in his community, and simultaneously difficulties that people had and how his father and mother dealt with it. So the Rebbe was surrounded intimately and involved from youth on in helping Jews of the time and being part of the activities, and there are numerous stories for that. Yud Alef Nissan was only celebrated in 1952, 62, and 72 initially. In other words, the milestone years. In 52, the Rebbe became 50, and 62, 60, and 72, 70. But after that, 1972, Fabrengen, where the Rebbe spoke about establishing 71 new meisters, new institutions. From there on, Yud Alef Nissan became a yearly Fabrengen. We had the great merit to celebrate our Rebbe's birthday, which represents not just a birthday of an individual, but the birthday of the entire world, because a tzaddik, and a tzaddik of this magnitude, tzaddik Yesod Olam, is the foundation of the world. And he shared it with us from 1972 on a regular basis, once a year. Another issue that I think about regarding Yud Alef Nissan is the importance of the regesh, the feeling. On one hand, it's a personal thing, like, it's the Rebbe's birthday, and even Chassidim, if you feel it, you go along. And what if you don't feel it? No, so you need a little more mashke. But in reality, the fact is that the opportunity for independence As the Rebbe once explained, the virtue of a birthday is becoming independent, even though that independence means all the struggles that one encounters in life. Nevertheless, the Rebbe said that it's all worth it. And the proof is in the pudding. That you see that we celebrate a birthday and we're happy with the birthday. So we should focus on understanding that it's an opportunity for growth and connecting hiskashus to our tzaddik, the Rebbe. One of the other features of Yud Alef Nissan that I remind myself is the Rebbe's great kibbud av v'aim, kibbud aim, particularly here in America, where he went every day to visit his mother, Rebbe Tzchana. He took time from his holy schedule, and believe me, he was a very busy person, as everyone knows. But every day he went and spent half an hour to an hour with his mother, sitting and having a cup of tea with her, talking this and that. And my mother, Elel Shalom, who Bashgacha Protis passed on the same day, I saw a tremendous kibbud aim as well. My grandmother, when she was very sick, she would lay on the couch at night in our house. My mother would lie down on the floor right beneath her, so that in case my grandmother falls, she should fall onto my mother. If that's not kibbud av v'aim, I don't know what is. So in the schus of these special people, in the schus of this special day, we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu to turn these difficult and dark days into sasan v'simcha, joy and happiness. And we should all go together, Malkeinu b'reishenu, our Rebbe, as at the head, towards Mashiach Tzidkenu, Yerushalayim, celebrating the Korban Pesach in Yerushalayim, in HaKodesh. Amen v'amen.